Well, g'day tubes, how's she hanging today? And welcome to Sunday, right? But anyways, gotta have a look at the new bike today. We've got, I think, 280 kilometers on it. And it already seems like the chain has really gone slack on me. Like, a lot. Enough that you can hear it bang, 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 bang when you're driving along, you know. I heard it yesterday, went out for a little tour around, and I'm like, what the heck is this clanging, banging? And I stopped and I looked and couldn't find anything that was loose. Everything's tight. And I'm like, what the heck? And I just happened to look at the chain. It looks kind of hanging. So I'm like, that's kind of weird. So gave it some flop up and down. I'm like, oh wow, that's really loose. So I was asking Iron Man about it. He's like, oh, maybe they put the adjusters on wrong for you or something. I'm like, I don't know, I'm gonna have to look. But I was just gonna look in the manual here and see what they're recommending for the proper slack, which I think is a 1.5 inch or something like that. And we'll do some measuring and stuff. And I was doing a bunch of watching a bunch of videos on how to properly adjust a chain, and learned quite a few things. So we'll put that knowledge to our machine and see if we can adjust the chain a bit. We'll take it down to the garage, probably put it up on the lift there, and then get the back tire off the ground and stuff so we can do it properly. But anyways, I'm just gonna look in the book here for chain stuff. I was reading it last night here, but now I can't remember a little bit. Anyways, let me find her here. Okay, so they're saying 30 to 45 millimeters, or 1.2 to 1.8 inch deflection each way. So we'll go check that, and they say to do it, of course, right in the center. So we're gonna have to try to find center, and then the swing arm for your back tire comes down through here, and they say to use that as your measure point on the top, and then see how much deflection you got. So. And then they got all these cool little things here. You just undo the little nut, and then you rotate these cam things forward, and it just kind of goes click, 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 and it pulls her back so you can get them both exactly the same. And so it doesn't change your tire and your chain angulation and stuff, right? So, but anywho, let's grab the bike and we'll head her down to the garage. And I want to show you this too. I got one of these fellers off eBay there. This is a USB charging Dewey thing. So what you have to do is put this on like a fuse thing or something, or put an inline fuse holder thingy there to, I don't know what, 5 volt 2 amps. So I guess if you put a 2.5 amp or something, I don't know, not very much. Maybe it doesn't need a fuse, I don't know. Probably should have something though, but yeah, so that gets run up, and then throw that on your handlebar, and then you've got a nice thing for charging your Dewey there, right? So, and then this is supposed to be watertight, so there you go. Pretty sweet, eh? Alright, so we'll do a nice grimy new cold start for you. So I've got to turn the choke on, and switch on, of course. Got to pull the clutch in to start this one, even though it's in, well, it's supposed to be in neutral. There. Just like that. She likes her choke for quite a while, I noticed too. It's a big, a great big hunk of metal, I guess we're trying to heat up here, right? So she takes a while to warm up. But once, you know, you're good for 10 minutes or so, you're fine, right? But if I turn this off now, just nothing, you know. Nothing like fuel injection, let me tell you. But anyhow, yeah, there's these adjusters, so they're on, looks like almost number 2 right there. I know you probably can't see that, but oh, there's dirt just from last night, man. So you got to undo the axle bolt here, loosen her off, and then once you get it up in the air, and then you can, I guess, twist these fellers in. And there's an R here after 7 that says replace, I guess. So, but look at the grime. Oh boy. So yeah, we went for a little ride last night, but let me get this thing kind of pulled out a little bit here. We can have a look at this chain while she's warming up. So there's the chain. Seems awful floppy to me. That's a lot more than 2 inches there. It's actually probably was hitting there, probably what I could hear banging. So I don't think it needs a whole lot of tightening, but you can even see the roller up in here. There's a roller thing here that it must have been coming up and hitting onto. And also, very interesting. I want to see how much it's going to take here. I don't think it's going to be much, like I say, but we shall see. But anyways, let's get her down to the garage, get her on the stand. All right. We are on the stand, and I had my buddy check last night, my buddy with the Maxim, the Yamaha, if the chain tension changed from sitting without a rider and sitting with me on it, and it actually got looser with me on it. Now that sort of makes sense because your swing arm is actually down this way. When you sit on it, it's gonna kind of come up and be looser, right? So I guess that's part of the reason too. Like if you're jumping it, when you hit the jump, that's going to compress a lot. It's going to really slacken off, you know, so it doesn't put too much stress on your chain when you come back down. So as far as I know, the big myth of, oh, you got to be sitting on it to adjust it properly is a big load of hooey. So there you go. Hooey, 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 with this one anyways. And anyways, so we got to kind of go between. Oh yeah, that's way too much. Oh, so yeah, I'm driving along and it's, I guess, flexing like I'm saying, and it's getting looser and then smacking in and hitting this thing here, so you can see the marks on it. So I mean, that's got a lot of deflection there. So yeah, technically with a rider on it, it's even worse again. So man, oh man. Anyways, let's grab a couple of tools. We'll get this axle bolt unloosened here and see what we got to do. Alright, so I totally forgot my thing for my tripod today that goes on the camera. But anywho, you're kind of sitting there and maybe you'd be blowing in the wind a bit, but okay, so presume that's on, so that should be off. Oh, she's on there good. Oh, okay. That's interesting. That's fairly loose. Now, we'll just sort of mess with these things a little bit here. Let's see, because we gotta get the Okay. This is going to take a minute. I'm not going to film all this because I'm trying to film stuff. I lose my concentration of what I'm actually trying to do here. So what I'm going to do is mess with this, get her lined up, get her ready to tighten up, and then we'll check our deflection and make sure that our angles are right. And what you got to do for that is you got to measure from the pivot point of your swing arm, which is the center there, to the center of your stud on both sides, and that will, because you know it moves there, right? So if one's off, that's how you line her back up. That's what I was seeing on the videos last night. Some guys had like a laser thing, they were even shining up the chain. It's like, really? Pretty damn precise, you know. But anywho, let me get working on this, and then I'll show you when we're ready here. Okay, so we've gone up to past the number 2, and then it goes, you know, click, click. So the third click on each side. Now, I'll have to review the video, but I can't remember where we were sitting at, but I think it was down a little bit around the 2 or something. So it's a bit tight there, but I found if I went down one more, it was way too loose again. So probably once I get riding it and sitting on it and hitting the bumps, it'll probably be fine. I'm thinking, hopefully. And yeah, lots of fun. So I could maybe I'll try backing her down to the 2 and the first and second click. That'll loosen her off a little bit, and then we'll have a check of that maybe. Alright, so another good tip I noticed last night too was once you get her kind of set, it's not super too bad now, but it was. This thing wasn't really aligned into the pin too well, so what they were doing was rotate it back. What that does is tighten the chain up super tight, and you can almost see it moving there, and it tightens that onto there, and then you go ahead and snug her up. Let me go snug her up. Okay, snugged up. Now you want to make sure you take this thing back out again. Doesn't hurt it at all. And now we got 2-2 on both sides. And that's still pretty floppy. It's a lot more than 1.2 inch, I'll tell you that. So I think I'm going to go back to 2-3, the third slot up. So let's change her again. That one will be good, I think. Alright, there we go. Back to 2.3, we'll say. And I think that's actually pretty good. So what I'll probably do is should probably clean it, but I'm just going to give some spray to her, I think, here now. These are supposed to be permanently lubricated, sealed with O-ring, greased internally chain, but yeah, I don't think that'll last too long. But anyways, I'll grab a bit of spray lube here, and what I'm going to do is probably fire it up. They say you're not supposed to do that, but watch me. And oh, still cold. Uh-oh. Oh, the stupid kickstand. Alright. That's one thing I gotta fix too. Iron Man says fix that. Okay, so let's pull our gear for a second. We'll get some spray. I got some chain spray here somewhere. Somewhere in my hoard of sprays. Okay. Now, where did I spray last? Oh, there it is, right there. It's already on the table. Oh, look, I gotta explain this to you, I guess, too. Black llama. Chain spray. Okay. That'll work itself around a bit there. So I might go for a little tour now and see if I can hear that noise. Probably won't now, it should be fine. Didn't have to adjust it a whole lot, but enough anyways. And sweet, there we go. Well, just before I go for a little tour, I wouldn't mind kind of getting a little more familiarized with locations of things. So I got this cover pulled off of here. That's just a cover. It's kind of flimsy actually, but anywho. I want to find out, you know, I guess that's the airbox in there. Wouldn't mind getting the seat off here maybe, and then I think the battery is right under my butt here. I think it's right about here maybe somewhere. Actually, I can see it right there, I think. Maybe in behind. So that's the little toolkit. kind of neat. Freaking nightmare to get that out of there though, let me tell you. Holy. It's in a little bag in there, I guess, too, so you don't hear it bang, 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 crashing and banging around, right? So, man, it sure doesn't take long to get grimed up, eh? Holy. And anyways, it looks like we got probably a bolt here for the seat and a bolt here for the seat, so looks like I got to get this side cover off too, so let's grab our screwdriver again. Iron Man has these weird things on his that are like they're attached to the cover, where these are just like a screw that just pop right out, and his are like attached to the cover, so you got to try to get all the cover lined up, and oh, it looked like a real pain in the rear end. And those aren't too bad, those, they just sort of pop out, line one up, pull her out. So I don't know what size that one is there, but let's grab a socket here, and metric, no doubt, that's probably a 13, 14, let's see here, what do we got, 16, 15, 14, 13 perhaps. And no, a little smaller, 12 maybe. Well, holy shnikes. A 12. Yeah. She's a 12. Oh man, that's on good. Ugh. So I've actually, you won't believe this or no, probably, but I've actually, I've actually already ordered a new seat for this thing. You guys are gonna be like, what? What are you talking about? Yeah, I did. Factory seats, from what I found so far with the bikes I've been on, the Honda and this one, are absolute crap. And I bet you Iron Man right now is nodding his head. Yes, they are. I can just hear him. He's like an hour and a bit away from me, and I can hear him from here. Hey, buddy. Freaking these seats suck, don't they? They suck. So, oh, there's battery. I actually ordered one from Seat Concepts, and it's 1 1/8 inches taller and 3.5 inches wider. Better foam. They say it's more like memory foam, where this is pretty darn hard. And you could get just the cover and the foam, or another 95 bucks. You could get the whole thing too, like ready to go. So I just got the ready to go one in suede, not suede, vinyl, whatever they call this crap. They had like another kind of stuff, and I'm like, oh, that gets wet, you're screwed. That you can wipe off pretty nice. So, well, there's the battery. That's definitely buried. Oh, well, it's under this cover. I guess it holds it on, holds it in. And somewhere in there are the leads. Looks like in there, one there, one there. And not sure what's under there. A bunch of other things all here and stuff. Wow. There's a couple of good things going there, probably for lights and stuff or whatever, I don't know. I'll tell you, she's jammed in pretty nice there. There's the old snorkel. That's another thing I wouldn't mind looking in here. I'll pull that cover off right now. Oh, there's the air filter. A little different than the Honda. She's a foamy filter. Looks like you gotta take a screw out of here, and then the whole thing would come out. So that's interesting. And it's got the little thing you can bleed the water out with if you get water in there. Now, what I might do is, first of all, yank this snorkel out of here, like I did that other one. Now you're going from that size of hole, ready, to that size of hole. That's quite an increase right there. Not that the thing really needs more power, but a little more of that sound is kind of cool. Now let's, oh, better not fire it up. I got all this stuff laid all over here right now. What I do want to do though is, as well, because like I say, I'm not going to be swamping the heck out of this thing. So what I'm going to do is drill a few holes in the side of this cover too. And I will try to keep them up a bit higher, maybe like up in here, just underneath. I might do 3. I might do 1 here if possible, 1 here if possible, and 1 up here. Just you got to drill kind of between. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter with this one, but that'll let her breathe a bit better too and get more air when it needs it, right? So let's grab a drill bit. I don't really know what size I want to do these yet, but something fairly airy. What was this one here? A 5/8? Maybe that'd be all right. Maybe. Maybe look around first. All right, a few holes drilled there. I didn't go super crazy or super huge, but you know, I do have I could do another 4 there, really, almost 5 down there if I really wanted to. But I think we'll try that. That should give her lots of air now. So opening that up and then opening this up will really help. So let's get her back together and see if we notice any sound difference. All right, let's fire back up here again. I'll leave the choke on, I guess. Definitely feel it sucking air through the hole, so that's good. A little bit more noise there. Sweet. Okay. Well, I guess throw it back together here and I'll go for a little tour. I don't think I'll throw the GoPro on today. It's just so windy out here. Like, look at these clouds, how fast they're moving. That cloud is moving. So if I can keep her even straight on the road today, it'd be amazing. But anyways, let's throw the seat back in, covers back on, and give her a little tour. Alright, so I had a bit of a party to go to today, birthday party, so kind of getting home a bit late. But anyways, I don't remember, when I was looking at the footage from earlier today, what the trip meter was at, but I think it was either 20 or 30 kilometers already on there, maybe even 30, I can't remember. So we're at 94 now, so that's about 50 or 60 kilometers roughly. I don't know, but anyways, I didn't hear the chain slapping at all, which was good. So that seems to have fixed it. Have fixed it. I don't even think that's a word, but anyways, have fixed it. So it seems to be roughly, we'll check it again before we say good, but it seems to be roughly about the same tightness as when we tightened it today there. So she seems all good there now. So, but yeah. Anyways, kind of getting home a little bit late, but that's all right. She's almost dark, duskish. Anyways, it's getting cold too. Ooh, that ride today was frigid cold. But anyways, I went down the road. I want to take you guys down there whenever I get my whatchamacallit for my GoPro attachment for the speaker for the microphone. It's on its way. When it gets here, I don't know. Got it from Amazon, so who knows. But I also got a lapel mic. They call it lapel mic, which goes like there, which I'm kind of hoping I can stuff in my other big helmet somewhere, and it should be pretty good. And I didn't get one of them. It comes as a package of 12, so we got lots. But anyways, so whenever that gets here, we can finally do a bit of commentary riding, kind of like what Iron Man's doing there, right? And yeah, so anyways, we better get up here, close the gate, I guess. I'm gonna pop her in, oh no, a second here, there's neutral. And yeah, so she seemed to honk along pretty good. I don't notice a huge difference with the Airbox mods we did today, but if I can get off of here. It's hard getting off one hand. But anyways, she's still looking pretty good. I think that's not too bad. It wasn't banging and slapping, so that's good. That's good, but anywho, let me get the gate closed here and then we'll say good day. Oh, there we go. So yeah, just adjusting that chain a little bit. seem to help. So I guess I'll have to keep an eye on that, and shouldn't stretch too much more, I wouldn't think, right away. Like 230, 40, 30, 50 kilometers I had on, and it was already needed tightened. Wow, I don't know. I've got, 800 on this thing almost, I think, and I can't get in there, but as far as I know, it's fine. So, yeah, that seems okay. So, I don't know what the deal is there, but we'll definitely have to keep more eye on this thing, and, you know, checker and stuff. We might have to throw a different kind of chain on it. And apparently, these chains do not have a master link on them. So yeah, that's interesting. I thought very interesting. But and I guess I don't know why. I guess it comes as one piece or something. I'm not too sure how that works. But anywho, that's it for today. I'm beat. Tomorrow I don't know what's going on. I don't know. We'll figure something out. Oh, that thing on the table in there, the whatchamacallit guy was going to tell you about there, the silhouette of that thingy on my table there I painted black. That is supposed to be a goose decoy or deterrent thingy, keeping them from coming up and making a big mess in the cemetery. Whoops, sorry. Like they always seem to do, but the last 3 years they've been coming up making a mess and bringing all their babies up and pigging out on grass, which is fine because I don't have to cut it, but man, they turd all over the place. It's just a horrible mess. So, but anywho, they say if you put up like a silhouette cutting out of something like that, that's an alpaca kind of thing, but they say a fox or something like that, it looks like a coyote, that'll actually keep them from coming up and coming on your spot there. So we're gonna try her, but I've had a couple come up, but it's a bit early yet for all of them and their babies. They'd be just kind of doing that now and then hatching out youngins probably soon, and then look out. They come in there like you wouldn't believe. So, but anywho, we'll try that out. I've got to get a couple of stakes and drive them in and then attach that sign thingy to them and go from there. And hopefully someone doesn't just think, oh, I could use that at my house and then steal it, because you know that's likely what's going to happen. Seen it happen before, lots before. But anyways, yeah, so anyways, I'm gonna hit her home. I am home. I'm gonna hit her in. Frickin' freezing cold from that ride today. I still haven't warmed up, and I've been, you know, in and out of their house at the party we were at there since time did I get there, like 2 something. It's now like 8:30 or something. So frickin' freezing. I don't know. I'm gonna have to go wrap them up in a blanket or something, or crank up the electric heater and like lay on top of it or something. I don't know. We'll figure something out. But anywho, you guys have a good night. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you tomorrow. Like I said, I don't really have anything super going on planned. But I'll think about something. I don't know. We'll figure something out to do. And we'll catch you tomorrow. Have a good night. Thanks for watching.